Hey Matt, me, I always try to get at the truth in everything. You know, I know that you saw and I saw real things, and we remember these things that we saw, and it's in our memory. And they weren't lies, they were actual events that happened. The first one was when your mom actually took you away from school and hid you at home for 5 to 6 months, from April to September. And she wouldn't let me contact you. I couldn't visit you. And she took you out of school and she quit her job for those 5 to 6 months. That was reality. Another point in time of reality is when I had to visit you in the Kruzhak building airplanes in the park because she wouldn't let me see you. And that stressed you out too. Or I would have to wait for you on the road, you coming home from school just to see you. Or she blocked my telephone and I confirmed it with my programmer friend that my phone was really blocked from calling you. And when I told her about this in Bori Mall, she freaked and she got so aggressive. And you were there. You saw it as well. You ran to a toy store to hide. And remember when your mom and you visited the apartment that me and Maggie shared? And she started getting angry because she wanted to see Maggie and tell her bullshit things too, but Maggie wasn't home. You hid in the bathroom. Do you remember that? And she was terrorizing you and me. And so she went away that day angry again. Do you remember the time when you and me were playing at the playground next to, underneath the Edita's apartment? You and I were playing alone, and all of a sudden Nikki and Sophie came. And when Nikki and Sophie came, your mom saw and she freaked as well. And she got really angry and she told you to get dressed. And you waited outside for her and you had such a look of fear in your face. And I went up to you. I found you outside. I said, I'm so, so sorry for this. And your reaction was, Tata, don't apologize. It's not your fault. Do you remember the bullshit lies that she told that I was dangerous and that you shouldn't go in the car with me in the zoo? But when you were braver back then, you bravely went into the car with me. Or do you remember? But actually, you got a lot of shit from her when you went into the car that day. But she was the one with the accident, with a big, big accident in her car. This is reality, Matush. No bullshit. And then when you and I went to Austria, to Neusiedl, you did not tell her. And guess what? We had a great time. We enjoyed. No stress, no drama from her. But if you would have asked her for permission to go to Neusiedl across the border, Daddy's a kidnapper. No, no, no. She would probably freak out too. But you bravely said that you'll go. And you did. And we had a great time. Because you didn't tell her. Because she didn't know. Otherwise, she would have freaked out big time, just like now. And so many other times and emotions and places, you know. Like, for example, she didn't respect or didn't let you, the court rules that you can stay with me those 3 or 4 days per week. But she didn't listen and respect to that. And you were so afraid to even want to sleep over. When you did ask her if you could sleep over, she got really angry, took away your phone, and she called me saying, Matush doesn't want to sleep over with you. That's the terror that she brings. And if you were really getting at the truth, you would look at the video that I shot with her and Sonia and Martin acting like idiots, total lunatic psychopaths. But you never looked at that either. But those are them. You would see the video, her punching me in the face. And I didn't punch her back. I just simply tried to talk to these people in an intelligent way. Yeah, so that really happened. And also, I emailed to you the actual court papers that she says many, many lies about me and Edita. Like we were both sect. But there was never any real evidence that we were ever in a sect. That was just made up by your mom and Dushan's lawyer. She's a horrible lawyer. And because your mom wanted revenge on me, she went along with the lie. Plus, they also went to all the places I worked and they tried to get people to write bad things about me. Plus, she also said to the court that I steal things, like that I stole my expensive bicycle. And I also harass people, and I'm also a kidnapper. All these lies, many, many lies, without any proof whatsoever. And also she lied that I harassed you and I went to jail for 5 hours, but they found nothing. So they let me go. And when I told your mom they let me go, she got really angry as well. And that was real. And they stole my sunglasses, as you know. So all these events, Matush, you have witnessed it with your own eyes. But it's up to you to really open your eyes, to have the balls, to have the courage to look at the video that I shot, to have the balls and the courage to look at the court documents that I sent you and see all the lies that she wrote about me. She's really just angry because I left her. I left her because I wasn't happy with her, because she was always negative and criticizing. And you know for a fact that I was teaching you many things since you were young. Her, not so much, just maybe Slovak, and that's it. But you and I, from Lego to physics to mathematics to software, to playing outside with the bicycles, teaching you how to ride a bike, and teaching you multiplication tables, and teaching you now medicine. That's all me, And do you ever see me blow up on you and terrorize you? No, that's not me. People who have NPD, they don't respect their child's wishes. For example, you wanted to sleep over. She took away your phone and told you no. And she doesn't respect your rights to see me normally. That's another example of NPD. And plus, when other psychologists tell her that she should respect our rights, she doesn't listen to them. That's also NPD. She basically is treating you like the way Stevo treated her. So she's simply repeating the process. She was never allowed to go to veterinary school, only to be a teacher, which she never liked. So she's basically controlling you in the same way, not allowing you to be free, to visit me, and to spend time with me. It's only about the fact that I left her. That's why she's on full NPD revenge mode. And she will keep believing and thinking this way until she passes, unfortunately. She will never want to heal herself. Do you remember when you were younger, I told you you must behave like a doctor, and she's your patient, and that you need to care for her? Well, she doesn't want to care for herself and take care of her issues, I tried to help her lose weight, but it never worked for her because she has no willpower, no belief in her, no confidence in herself. So these are all these things. And if you really want to look at the truth, there it is. But if you just want to believe her bullshit and prevent me and you from meeting and having a normal relationship, that is your right. That is your right to decide. But, you're actually breaking my heart because all I want to do is be with you, take care of you. And that's it. That's all I want.